Welcome back to Maintenance Monday. In today's video, Calvin, the man, the myth, the legend from Park Tools is going to help me turn a collection of parts into something that resembles a wheel. Now, if you have no idea why we're doing this, well, if you check out the previous video where Calvin and I were discussing all of the different aspects to wheel building, you'll find out far more and this will make more sense. So today, Calvin, we're going to try to lace up and assemble the rear wheel and you are going to teach me.
Right. The last time we talked, I was across the pond, as we say.
Yeah.
Separated thousands of miles, and it sounded so much fun. I decided to come here to see you, to see that what kind of fun he's going to have and what kind of learning can happen.
A lot of learning. I think we kind of agreed that it was going to be difficult.
And mistakes are good. No, they're not cause for tears. They're cause for celebration. Well, this is great. What do we have? What do we have here? What kind of components?
Okay, so these are the retro hubs that Ollie purchased for me. These are the wheel rims that I purchased. And then inside here, I've got a selection of spokes and spoke nipples. Now, this is where my first cause for concern is because I've done all the measuring and the calculations based off of how we discussed this in the past. And I think I've got everything we need, but I haven't actually opened it, so
the moment
you do the
of truth, So they're gonna be good. We have a big package of here, what we call Goldilocks. I guess these we can just pull. Very good. So actually 3 bags here, right? 3 bags full. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. So we've got the 2 different spoke lengths for the rear wheel, and then we've got all of the spoke lengths that are the same for the front wheel, because as we explained, the spoke lengths are equal on the front compared to the rear. So, and also we've got all the spoke nipples, brass, as requested by you.
Brass.
You said avoid aluminium spoke nipples. Okay, so I thought we'll focus on the rear wheel today because in my mind that feels like the more complicated one.
So let's take the front and move them aside.
Yeah, like front wheel out of the way. And then the different spoke lengths that we have are 290, 287, 285. So the ones that I've got the most of, I've got 40 of these, I'm going to say are for the front wheel.
287 and 290. That's just going to be good, because those are pretty close.
You sound unsure now.
The shortest spokes of these have got to be for the radial.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
No way. But what worries us here, people of the world, we're at 3 millimeters difference for our dish.
Okay.
That's a pretty healthy difference.
Okay.
That is a pretty healthy difference.
Right, and then what else have we got here then?
That's 285, I thought.
These are 285s.
Typically 2 millimeters is more common.
Okay. Okay, right, spoke length conundrum. Let's explain this a little bit more.
First, we're gonna run with what we got. You run what you brung.
Yeah.
So, you punch numbers in, they give you numbers, that's great. And then you go to buy them, and sometimes they're not quite in stock, and they send what's close.
Yeah.
So, these we were hoping for.
The rears were left 288.3. Yeah. Obviously, we're not going to get the 0.3.
Right.
And the right-hand side, 286.2.
Yeah, so 287, they're saying, close enough.
Yeah.
So these are definitely a little, you said 286?
287 it would have been, yeah. 288.
288. Well, now we have 290, so we're long.
A couple of millimeters.
But fortuitously, you ordered some washers. These are washers.
Yeah.
Now these are going to effectively add some space. It's going to help. This is going to help our thread engagement.
I would like to say I knew this.
Oh, you're brilliant, brilliant. Now, this rim has already got eyelets. You don't need these.
Okay.
You don't need them.
I could have said.
But you need them.
Yeah.
You didn't need them before. Had we had the right spokes, we wouldn't have needed them.
This is the really confusing thing. Certainly, I think for most people as well is there's so much margin for error.
Yeah. Yeah. That's good.
Okay, so the way the information that I put into the spoke length calculator as well was for the front to be raised radially, and then the rear to be laced 2 cross. Which is slightly different to how most wheels would be, because we've got this example here, which is a 3-cross. Is that right?
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So this one's a 3-cross, and we'll show you a little bit later when we get close in. The more crosses you have, the longer it is from the hub to the rim.
Okay.
And this is fun. Radials, the shortest, straight up.
Yeah.
Shortest.
So this actually has got both different types of lacing.
So
So that's a good example.
Good teaching wheel, right?
Yeah, okay.
Right here. Yep. But so what we're going to do is try and eat up some of that extra spoke
Yeah.
with some washers. We're not going to use them on the shorter side, the drive side. We're
Yeah,
gonna
that makes
use them
sense.
on the longer side. Yeah.
So what is the actual first step of the process in starting trying to put these together? Because it feels like we've got so many different loose pieces.
Yep.
And-
So let's get ourselves organized and stay calm. Stay calm.
I am very calm.
Good.
I'm slightly apprehensive that I've ordered everything wrong, but I'm calm about it.
So you're the lacer here. We're gonna take our rim. We're gonna find the valve core right there.
Yeah.
Let's gonna put that opposite us.
Uh-huh.
There we are. There's our valve core.
Yeah.
And we're gonna reference all off the valve core. We're just gonna appreciate our wheel or our rim for a second. Then we have our hub, right side on your right.
Yeah.
We have our washers, which are again gonna be on the.
Good job I ordered those.
Yep, that's excellent. Non-drive. And now let's have a bag of pour some of these out as well. This is kind of interesting.
It's quite satisfying seeing everything in together,
Yeah,
isn't it?
yep. There's a little bit of materials. We're having a little materials lessons. Nipples are not sticking to the magnet. The washers are sticking.
Okay.
So-
Steel washers, brass nipples.
Exactly.
Okay, in terms, before we actually start doing any building, what are some of the just basic tools and bits of equipment that we're going to need that people at home would perhaps want to use
Right.
as well?
Well, okay, just flat table, patience, as we said in the first video. Just good lighting. This is a fun tool. You can get by without it with this plain screwdriver, but this is going to speed our work.
What did you call this earlier? A nipple driver.
Nipple driver.
A nipple driver.
Yeah.
No sniggering at the back.
We have a spoke wrench.
Yeah.
And that's for later, not for even for lacing.
Okay.
And this is also something we like because we have our bags clearly marked, don't we?
Yeah.
Why don't we go ahead and just double check them?
Yeah, it's worth double checking these things.
That's right. Okay, take one out here. And let's do this as well. We're going to take the drive side
Yeah.
on your right, on your left, because we don't want to get mixy.
So we're building it as if we're looking forwards from the bike.
That's right.
Okay.
That's right. So here we are. So what we're going to do, we're going to get our glasses back on.
Yeah, my youthful eyes still okay at the moment.
Yep. Just what the doctor ordered. That's good. Just double. Trust but verify, I think is what they say. So we're good to go there. Right. So back to the rim a second. Often there's a little stagger pattern on left to right side. The holes are drilled. If you lay it flat, it looks like it's up, and then the next one down, up, down, up, down.
So there is on this, just is really subtle. Is that right?
Yep.
Yeah.
The skinnier the rim, the more subtle. We want them to match the hub.
Yeah. Okay.
So how are you seeing in that?
So I'm seeing it.
The valve.
You got the valve hole here. This one is low. This one's high. This
That's
one's lower. This one's
That's right.
higher.
So if this is the right side, the drive side's going to be on. Going to lace in the low ones, and then
Drive side on the low ones.
right.
Okay.
So
to
it
try and align
matches.
them on the sides.
Yes.
Okay.
They'd be bending more if you didn't.
Okay, that makes sense.
That's nice. So now we're going to take our hub and appreciate this piece of jewelry.
Look
at this thing.
I spent a long time polishing this and putting some fresh grease inside here.
First, the whole bearing system. That is so smooth.
Yeah, it's because I filled it full of fresh grease. So,
And a good bearing surface. Now this has got just a teeniest bit of play in it.
Yeah, well, the cones are a little bit pitted, so I backed it off a little bit.
Well, that's too bad because when you close the skewer, that play's going to go away. This is about as good as you can get.
Oh, good.
So, okay. Excellent. So now, very important thing to impress our friends, right?
Yeah.
This ends up with all we have
The logo.
the logo.
Yeah, of course.
Okay. Now, the famous thing wheel builders do, which the silliest thing, but they just love to do this, that you sight down the valve hole and you can see the logo.
This is like what the master wheel builders would do.
The master wheel builders make money at it and they don't care. So the master amateurs love this.
Okay.
Okay. So we want our, when we lay our spokes out, we want to match it so it works. About our used, this is an interesting thing, our used hub.
Yeah.
Right, this is good to notice. You can see the hub, you look careful, there is some deformity.
Yeah,
right?
some
We can
markers on
see-
the hub.
Yeah, every other one you can see a mark. That's a good thing. Where would that come from? What did that?
Well, I guess it's the spoke just pulling across.
It's
on,
the
on
elbow of the
aluminium.
spoke.
Yeah.
Yes, and it's actually an excellent thing.
Because it's going to help us.
Well, you want that deformity. If this were a steel or a titanium flange, it wouldn't give in the spoke.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. So it helps. The hub
Like
should
alleviate
be,
the pressure points.
Should be softer
Okay.
than the steel of the spoke. Absolutely. But lacing it, we're going to try and keep with it. If you did it the other pattern, would it matter? No.
Okay.
But let's go ahead and match it. So let's take one of your spokes.
One of these, yeah.
And we're going to drop it in. If that was an elbow, we're going to drop it in a head. And let's go over 1, 2, 3. Let's go that one.
Yeah. In there.
Yeah, because that one, yeah, there we are.
I'm quite literally doing wheel building.
Yeah,
I'm doing it now.
yeah. So this one is going to attach, well, we said that one was low.
Yeah.
This needs
So the
to
first
go
high one.
high. We're thinking this is a 2-cross.
Yeah. 2 cross.
1, 2, 3.
So going the opposite way this time.
we're doing the opposite way. So those are going to be our parallel spokes.
Okay.
So if we're there, the logo is in between.
Perfect.
So we hit it. We hit it right on the money. Okay. So tell you what we're going to do. Do it the master way, the fun way.
Yeah.
Okay. I want you to grab a bunch of spokes. You're going to roll them between your fingers, kind of like chopsticks. You take your knuckle here and you spread them out.
You made that look so easy.
See that? Let's do it.
Right.
Okay.
Roll them
Yeah.
between my fingers.
Yeah, these two. Now take the knuckle. Look at that. You kind of squeeze. You want them all even.
Right. Okay.
Okay, you're gonna.
Start fresh. Roll them.
Oh, that's okay.
You made it look so
That's
good.
so close enough. Now,
Right, okay.
What we do when they're
Spread
rolled
them out.
yeah, when they're spread out, we can walk them around the hub. So walk.
Right, you shave me first, and then I'll have a go. Because I want to see the job done properly first.
Okay. So here I can walk this one. I'm walking the dog. Then you go over and you walk this one. I'm dropping 2 at a time. See that? I skip 2 at a time, and if you're good, you do 3 or 4 at a time. Boom, boom, boom.
Right, okay, so
See?
I do some others.
Walking the dog. Now we're going to make him do it. That's a.
I was hoping you'd leave those in.
You tear it up.
So, then let them...
Oh
my God, I got it!
Yeah. So every other one. Every other one.
Can I go around like that?
Yeah, and then skip.
Drop
yeah.
in?
Drop in. There you go.
And then
Yeah.
every other one. That
Every
one.
other one.
Oh, I missed the hole. We need to get the extra one.
What was cool, you picked up the exact amount of spokes. Huh?
Beginner's luck.
As we say in parts of America, even a blind hog finds an acorn once in a while.
Oh, that was just on the tip of my tongue, that phrase.
Okay, but that's one way to do it. Now we got to go back and find that. I'm pretty sure it was that one. That's the one, the logo one.
Yeah,
you wanted.
okay, yeah.
If you didn't get it, you know what? Don't cry about it. Just lace it up.
Right.
So that's going to go into that down hole. The first down hole. Whoop. How about that? Why don't I do this for you?
There you go, yeah.
There we go. So
Okay.
now the first down hole is here.
Yeah.
its parallel mate will be over here. So I believe that's the down one?
Yeah, that's
Yes.
a down one. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Give us the nipple on that one.
Just a couple of turns.
Couple of turns.
Okay.
So when we're done, we're going to have, this is another fun debate. Let's go this way. Here's our valve.
Yeah.
If we're going to have our spokes, pulling spokes on the outside.
Okay.
On the outside. See that? So this is how you're gonna, when we're driving pulling spokes on the outside.
Yeah.
Because if they were on the inside, what would happen then?
You tell me.
You would ride the bike and have fun.
So it just makes no difference.
The biggest non-debate there ever was. Okay. So now you're going to take the next spoke at the hub.
Yeah.
Either side of that. Grab one. Either one works.
This one?
Okay. Yep. And we're going to go from here and we're going to count
So one,
two, three, four. The fourth one.
And this one is a higher up one as well.
That's right.
So
that's
into
right.
there.
Into there. And
one spoke nipple.
yep. So to build a wheel, you have to be able to count to 4.
I think I can do that.
36 hole, 32 hole, 24 hole, 40 hole. So
The same process.
you're out of the marching band. You're going to do okay. 4 times is what we do.
So then is it the same process all the way around?
All the way around.
So it's like,
Boom, 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 boom.
so 1, 2, 3, 4.
Which is 3 in between. Exactly. Keep
So
it going. Still a good skill to learn, even
Yeah, I
for
think it's good.
professionals, and it helps you appreciate when a machine does it, and it helps you understand
4.
when you're repairing things, how it all works, how it came to be.
I think this is the reason why I wanted to learn how to do this, because I've spent a lot of my time learning bits over the years, and this is something I just always avoided. And you think, well, I can't avoid it forever.
Oh.
So 1, 2, 3, 4. Look at this, it's starting to make, it looks like a wheel in a very loose
or
sense.
a clock anyway.
Yeah, a clock, yes.
Let's do some quick checks.
Okay.
While you're here, here's our valve. All right, because we're going to have the driving side is outside spokes. It's going to be rotated this way, but we have 3 empty. Right, none are crossing. No crosses. No crosses.
Yeah,
And 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3.
yeah.
That's what we need.
First box, okay.
Your early mistake would have been a cross.
Oh yeah.
You could have 3, but have a cross.
Okay.
So checks.
No
all
crosses.
Good. Okay. Now we're going to drop our other spokes on this side. And another fun thing, there's different ways to do this.
Okay.
Not just drop them, but in terms of the design, you can.
So this is going to be non-drive side. These
This
ones.
is the non-drive side, and we're going to have to use those nipples. So we're rotated this way. We're going to want this one. We've got to be parallel here. We don't want to cross.
So how do we know where to start with? So you twisted the hub a little bit.
Yeah. Well, we'll go back straight. These next spokes are going to lay consistently to the ones that are in there.
Okay.
So this hub is drilled half a turn off from this hub. In other words, I can't take a spoke and come straight through.
Okay.
A spoke lands in between.
Yeah, that
in
makes.
between 2. Because effectively it's mirror image. They can't land up in the same spot. So here, I want this one there. So take the spoke, go straight down, and see where how it's landing to this side.
Yeah, I see.
Yep. If I'd pick this hole,
Goes to the other side.
yeah. So we want to keep on the same side because it has to end up here.
Okay.
So you're not crossing. So that one is going to go there.
So this one here.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
We'll get that through there.
there you go. Now
We need a washer as well. on
we
this.
need, and to be honest, I'll tell you what. I'm going to be your sous chef.
Thank you.
I'm going to load you up with a couple because I think we're a bit off the mark.
I love how you're being so polite about it.
Okay. There you are.
Okay, so we've got a couple of washers in here. There's our safety net of washers.
Yep.
One.
I'm over here loading up the brown Betsy for you.
Okay. Okay.
Let's
Okay.
go one at a time.
Right. So is it the same process?
Right.
3 each time.
Right. Yep. Yep.
So I've got to miss one.
miss one.
So miss one in. And then I got to count the 3. Where's it gone? 1, 2, 3. This one.
Yep. And you're going to notice it's next to one already done.
Oh, so they're always going to be next to them then.
Going to be the next, just the neighbor.
Wheel building seems really easy when you have an expert sat next to you telling you how to do it. You can see how people that do this all the time get fast at doing it.
And some patterns are quicker to build than others. There's a different way here that would save you some time too. So.
So I can fully appreciate everyone at home that has done or trying this flying
Well,
solo.
It's basket weaving.
Yeah.
Effectively finding a pattern that works and routing your.
Where the wheel is starting to, the hub's going to be more in the middle. It's getting harder to
That's exactly right.
put the spoke nipples on the end.
Wait till we rotate that hub. That's when it's going to get awkward. I think we got enough ammo for you here.
Yeah, at my current work rate, yeah.
Well, we only have a few more to go, right? Or are we done?
This is looking. Do you remember the wheels? They're not really that popular anymore. Where they had the spokes paired up like this.
Oh,
feeder of
paired, yeah,
brands.
yeah.
This is.
Paired
I'm
spokes.
getting paired spoke vibes right now.
Yep, no. Okay, these are going to be for the on-drive.
Okay.
Especially, so let's just leave those. Those are ready for you. Great, now we'll take the
Flip it over.
non-drive spokes. Let's
Oh,
get
yeah,
rid
keep
of-
it on the left.
Yeah. So, right.
Flip.
Flip that baby over. Before you do, let's do a quick check. So spokes are still radial. We look through there. We're not crossing over.
Yeah.
Right. So every other hole. Yep. So now you have 2 empty. 2. So 2 full, 2 empty. Yeah. Two.
Yeah.
Sweet. Now we're ready to rotate. Valve hole is here. I'm just gonna put this in. That's our fake valve hole. We gotta rotate one way or the other.
Okay.
Now, we go, we'll rotate it for our people. You can go this way. You could rotate this way, would actually work. These would be driving, so-called driving side
Yeah.
spokes.
Because as the force is rotating.
That's right. But we're crossing over at the valve, and it can make it a little more awkward to get at the valve, and wheel builders would shake. They would shake your finger. So we're going to go rotate this way,
Yeah.
right? And that's going to open that up. It's going to keep that parallel.
Okay, that
And
makes
now our
sense.
driving spokes are on the inside.
So back to this side.
Back to this side. But we can't put them in this way. We've got to put them in this way. So another trick coming up.
Oh, okay, so we're working on the drive side, even though it's now face down,
That's correct.
so that we can put the spokes this way.
The heads will be inside.
Okay, yeah. So, I mean, obviously, there's only gaps on the. We just got to fill all the gaps
That's
in on
it.
the drive side.
That's
so
it. It's getting-
let's start. Does it matter where?
No,
Okay, let's
all holes a winner. It's getting hard. No, I want you to do all.
go. Oh, all of them. Right,
Yep.
okay.
Now we're gonna. The master was for the impress your friends.
I've mastered this now, look.
There you go. But now can you get them in there?
No, I can't do
No,
it.
it doesn't work this side.
Okay.
Fastest, yeah. No, one at a time. One of the fastest ways is actually to lace all the hub first with spokes and then lace it straight around.
Okay.
It takes a long time to learn. I don't recommend it learning, but it's actually fast.
So now can we just lift that up and then we'll drop down?
Now, careful, up, up, and give it a jiggle. Yep. Now we're going to keep jiggling and turn it over as we turn it over. And they lay flat for us. There you go.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Sweet. All right. Here's our valve.
Yeah.
Keep that open. Hub, in our case, is going to twist
Yeah. Anti-clockwise, so that these ones.
Here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that these ones are the ones that the hub is the driving pull is pulling on them. That's right.
Right. That's right. This is what's kind of fun with the tension meter. When you stress the wheel, you can actually see these pick up in tension,
Okay.
and these actually drop in tension.
Because of the twisting force of the hub.
That's correct.
Okay.
That's correct. Now, here's the fun part. You're going to pick one, and we're going to count our crosses. This is the moment of truth. 2 cross.
2 cross.
So grab any spoke. Anyone's a winner.
Well, so let's start with this one here.
Okay. So it has to rotate the opposite way of what's there. Right?
Yeah.
So these are going to the right. This one must go
To the left.
Yep. So
I'm going to rotate around. It's going to cross here. Then it's going to cross one more and go here.
that's for a 2 cross. Now, before let's engage that, now we have to talk about another fun thing that wheel builders argue about. Interlacing. The dreaded interlacing.
And is that whether you would place this underneath?
Underneath. You would go underneath here.
Okay.
So this would be interlaced.
And why would you
This
why would
way.
you choose to do that? Because in my mind it looks like
Because
it's
it's what our
bending.
fathers did.
So there is
It is
no
bending.
reason.
Okay. Arguments over a pint would be it's stiffening the wheel because it's engaging one another, and that's
Yeah.
it's effectively making a larger flange hub. So we've got to engage, and now we're back to these, aren't we?
On the drive side.
Both.
Yeah.
We're thinking these are so.
So we need the washers on these ones, is that right?
Yep. You got washers. I got a stash here for you already.
So now this is difficult to see in there.
Yeah,
so this
get
is what
get it where you can, or do this. Drop it down. Drop it down. There you go.
Oh, that's a
now
lot easier.
engage.
Oh.
And a little bit of flex never hurt a spoke.
And then can I use the nipple driver?
Yep.
Look at this. God, I'm like a master wheel builder.
Okay. Oh, not too much.
Too
Not
much.
too much, because you don't want to pull it tight.
Okay.
Okay. So let's continue here.
So then this has got to go under. Okay, so
The
this
more-
is back to the left-hand side spoke.
Left-hand side, get those out of the way.
See, I ordered 2 backups just in case something went wrong.
Excellent. We didn't show the real quick check. So we have sets of 3.
Uh-huh.
So it's one side, the other side. So drive, non-drive, drive, and a gap in between. So we've made no errors. We have our interlace, 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 interlace.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
that looks good to me.
Good. The more you do it correct, it's harder and harder to mess it up.
Okay,
We'll have to really try. Okay.
I'll have to really
Okay.
try to do it wrong.
So the elbows are outside.
So we want them to be on the inside. next
Correct. Here you go.
time. So then, same as we did on the other side, it's just a case of dropping them all through
Yep.
the whole way.
Okay.
8, please, assistant.
Coming up. Okay.
So then up. And
Up. There you go.
then
Over.
get them to go flat.
Yeah, flat. Oh. Sweet. A pro.
It's as if you just told me.
So, here we go.
Valve hole in front of us.
Yep.
Okay.
But if everything's gone good to now, we can just Count your crosses, go under.
I'm going to cross, I'm going to interlace. And then it's going to go there.
It has to. It can't
So
go.
1 cross, 2 cross. Okay, that makes sense.
And then if you tried going, this hole would be a 1 cross. If you tried for a 3 cross,
It wouldn't reach.
it wouldn't reach.
Yeah. This one, so cross, interlace.
And you're being careful. I like that. Now, did we notice that at home? The beautiful anodized
I was
finishes.
worried I'd scratch the rim.
Yes.
Yeah.
That is an important thing. This one should be a hard ano, which is resistant, but the colored ones, purple, your purple rim, your gold, it's a soft anodizing, soft ano, not that resistant. But
Okay.
a little bit of flex, that's okay.
Yeah.
That's
Be
not gonna
gentle.
hurt. Yep.
So cross, interlace.
The idea is to share the load.
Yeah.
Right? A society of 36 individuals all pulling together.
Okay, right, this is actually quite a proud moment. I
You
mean,
should be.
even
you
if
should
you-
be proud.
Even if you're not an expert in bike mechanics, I think everyone can tell this looks like a wheel.
It does. And it is.
Oh, wow.
Good.
That's cool. Is it
Congratulations.
what we were trying to achieve?
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
It looks
That's
right.
beautiful.
You're happy? There's nothing wrong here.
Well, we'll see how the spoke length is.
Okay. The 2 cross pattern looks good, I think.
It does.
And I think,
It's different.
do you think the spoke lengths are going to work out okay?
There's one way to find out.
Some of them look very long, don't they?
This side, the non-dry, was a bit too long. We do have our washers.
Yeah.
If it pulls up tight and good tension and is true,
Yeah.
Bob, as we say, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. For the Americans, Bob's your uncle. Okay, look it up.
So the next stage of
Yeah.
the process here would be to start to add some tension into this and then dish it. of course.
Right. Before to do that, we would go around and try and even the tension to give us a level playing field.
Yeah.
Because you weren't paying too much attention. It's not
No.
important. So here we got like 4 or so threads. We got no threads showing.
Okay.
So as long as you start even, even up all the spokes.
So just visually to start with.
Yeah. Start with even, and then you would go around evenly, add tension, and then again add tension.
Yeah.
And then add tension. Then maybe take a break.
Yeah.
Pull tighter. Then we're going to center it. We do have shorter this side, which is naturally going to pull it
Yeah.
to this side. That's good.
Okay.
So I would just start with them even. As it gets tighter and tighter, make sure you're centered, round, lateral true.
Yeah.
Good tension.
So those stages, we're going to need things like wheel truing stand.
Wheel
We're going to
truing
need a
stand.
dishing tool.
Yep,
But
dishing tool.
I think what other things we're probably going to need for that?
Lubrication.
For the spoke
For the
nipples.
spoke nipples. And
Yeah.
when it's loose like this, there's 2 places it's good to have. So we're going to drip a little above the spoke. It's going to dribble down to the threads, but it's also going to overflow where the head of the nipple is rotating in the rim.
Okay, yeah.
Because we don't want friction there. It may
No.
seem counterintuitive to some people. Well, we don't want them to loosen.
Yeah.
Pulling them tight keeps them from loosening.
Yeah, if we've got extra friction, it's going to mean the tension isn't going into the spoke
Exactly.
of the
We
wheel. Okay.
want the tension to go pulling this. The spoke is a 1.8 millimeter. Did you mean to get that?
Yeah.
Gosh.
What would have?
Well, the
been
2
what you thought?
millimeter is common, but
Okay.
this is cool. This is
So
thinner,
I've gone
it's lighter.
a thinner spoke that you
Thinner
weren't,
spoke.
and then I've gone 2 cross, which you weren't
To
expecting.
cross, right? No, this is totally make it yours.
Yeah.
In that front wheel radial, straight.
Okay.
Easy peasy.
So in terms of, let me just pop this down. So in terms of the lacing process that we wanted to get done today, is that job done for that first step?
Home run.
All right. So I think what we'll do is probably leave it here for that. Then
Okay.
in terms of like the tensioning and the dishing, I think we can probably pick that up another time because we're going to be here for hours and hours otherwise. In terms of the front one, I think now that I've got some of these bases and the sort of core skills, I guess you'd say, I can transfer that across to do the front wheel. That's going to be laced radially, so that makes life a lot easier. And I think that's it, isn't it?
That's it.
Right.
On the way.
Calvin, thanks for popping over to see us. I know it's only a short journey for you. I'll see you out at Sea Otter, I guess.
Right.
That's mega. If everyone at home has enjoyed this video, please get involved in the comment sections down below. Let us know how you think I did. And if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. And also share it far and wide for all your friends to see, because Calvin has been the perfect teacher today. Right, Calvin, thanks very much.
Get out there and you try this as well.
Yeah, have a go.